That's the kicker with Money Max. It's going to get you out of debt faster than the line of credit will. So if you want to join us for that webinar tomorrow night, I'm going to have a link under the video, or I'll put it right here in the chat. And you feel free to join me over there tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time, and get your answers that way. That's what I'm saying is, if you're really looking to eliminate debt, then you're going to find it. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if you feel like you're sitting in that quiet moment where I'm working, trying to get a line of credit, I'm not hearing anything that's coming to me about a fast way to do it or how to do it, remember that the teacher is quiet, right, while you're taking the test. So you may be in a test here of your endurance. How far are you going to go to really work hard on getting into a strategy that's going to help you with your debt elimination? Because if you feel like you're in that quiet moment and you can't make anything happen, keep seeking. When you seek, you find, right? The answers will come. And maybe this is your quiet moment and you're trying to figure it out. Maybe that credit score boost information that I just gave you is what you've been looking for. Maybe Money Max is what you've been looking for. Get educated, because that's free information. The things, when I'm doing a one-on-one, I'm sending people through free consultations, because that way you can get educated and answers on what any particular strategy is going to do for you and your numbers. Super important that you know your numbers, guys. Okay. Know how much money you bring in every single month. What do you actually get deposited into your bank every week? Maybe you get paid daily. You have to know what it is that you bring in income, and you have to know what's going out. And I know for some of you that's very stressful. It is for me today. If I sit down trying to do business expenses and personal, it can make you crazy. But you need to do it. You need to figure it out. If you're trying to get into some debt elimination strategy, there's no way that the line of credit is going to help you. So these videos aren't going to help you. There's no way for Money Max to help you. We have to know what your numbers are. You need to know your balances and how much that you make in monthly payments and what's the interest rate on the debt that you're paying. Super, super important. And I have had clients come to me over and over and over again, and they'll say, well, if I never had sit down and looked at my numbers until you wanted me to fill out this worksheet. And again, I know where you're at. I know if you're thinking things are worse than you can imagine, then of course you don't want to sit down and run those numbers, because it's kind of better to not know, right? That's not true. Just be diligent with your numbers. I'm not asking you to get frugal. That is not a frugal moment. We're not trying to see how much frugal you can get. What we're trying to do is see what is your actual spending. What do you have going on? And then let's look at a strategy for you. Okay. So we're going to talk today about that 50-year mortgage again and how it can help you. Now, I'm Christy VANN, and you know what this whole channel is about. It's not about getting into more debt. It's getting out of debt. And if I'm talking about a mortgage, that should make you squeal a little bit, because it makes me want to punch my screen when I see what the mortgage is doing to your finances. But we're going to go over it. We're going to talk about the 50-year mortgage. If you're on the YouTube channel right now, you're going to see an amortization schedule. I'm going to bring it up for an actual client that I have. And we're going to talk about this new mortgage that they are just getting ready to sign on in a couple of days, I think tomorrow. So let's run those actual numbers and see what it looks like, okay? All right, so again, if you are, there's a thought that just came to me, and I just posted it on my Facebook group. Do you know that fentanyl is the #1 killer of people ages 18 through 45? That's insane to me. I have to share that with you because a lot of people I talk to are not even aware of what's going on with this fentanyl crisis that we have in America. So if you haven't educated yourself on that, please talk to your friends and family, get educated, and let people know that this is no joke. If it's become the #1 leading cause of death, ages 18 to 45, it's super serious. You may not know about it to talk to your children about it. I talk to my children about it, and they're aged from 15 to 30, okay? So I want you to talk to your family about it because God forbid anything as stupid as an overdose would take their life. Okay, so I want you to get educated about fentanyl. Drugs in general are so dangerous and ruin lives. Some of you guys may be dealing with that.